Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tanya, and today we're talking about you glorious Pisces people and the full moon happening in your sign on September 2nd, 2020. Congratulations, a round of applause. Why? Because I think that you Pisces people are going to be experiencing a lot of really positive energy amidst all of this insanity that is the current state of humanity. And I think you're going to be really kind of reaping some good results that you deserve. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? Because Pisces people are so empathic and they're just so compassionate, generally speaking, and they just understand at a deep level people from a place of feeling. You know, they're just like that raw child feeling energy. When I think of Pisces, it's the wisest, oldest sign of the zodiac, but in the wise sage is the child. You know what I'm saying? And Pisces is that. It's that beautiful dichotomy of wisdom and just innocence. And I just appreciate you for that, Pisces. And you are like this wise sage kind of energy, and you are so sensitive. So as a fellow empath, I really like my heart goes out to you because there's a lot going on in the world, and I know that you feel it, you know. But let's talk about some of the positive stuff happening and how to use this energy for our greatest good in this video, Pisces. And before I do talk about your specific sign and experience of that, I'm going to show you the chart for the moon. If you haven't seen the video I just did, Pisces, on the full moon itself, you probably want to watch that. Please do go and check it out if that's of interest to you. A couple quick announcements, Pisces, before we get to you and your sign. Number one, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, what is you doing? Please subscribe if you enjoy what we're providing here, because I do put out a video every single day of the week, which is insane. So be here for that, because I'm here for you. Number two, I am offering an astrology course, which is absolutely amazing, if I do say so myself. I feel like after 3 months, you're going to be like just a wizard with astrology, and I want to give you that skill set, okay? It's a 13-week intensive training program. It'll be over the interwebs on Zoom. We're going to be meeting on Sunday. The registration deadline is going to be All Hallows Eve. That's right, Halloween, because we is witchy like that, and we're starting class November 1. Okay, All Saints Day. It's going to be very cool. The link for that is down below. If you want more information on that, it's there for you. Number three, like the video and last, so stay with me and last. Number three, if you like this video and the content I'm bringing you, hit the like button because it helps support me. It supports this channel. It supports us developing community on this platform. Okay? Okay, Pisces, thank you. Now, with that said, a couple things astrologically before we even look at the chart. Neptune is going to be with your sign. So this is in your sign, and it's the planet that rules your sign, Pisces. So I just want you to be aware of that. What does that mean for you? There's two things I want you to be aware of there. There's a little bit of a red flag, like, hey, watch out for that, Pisces, go more towards this. And there's a little bit of like a green flag, you know what I'm saying? Like, go towards that. The red flag, Pisces, please don't get too caught in escapism energy, and please don't get too caught in other dimensions, like higher dimensions where you're just like off with the fairies, like you're just not paying attention, then you walk out in front of a car. Like, don't do that, Pisces. Don't do that. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I'm just trying to be like, honor your emotions, honor your ephemeral, ethereal being, but do it in a way where you're channeling the higher vibration of that. So instead of walking around in a big fog, like, what's happening? Like, I'm in the ocean, but I'm not. Like, what's going on? Instead of that, please meditate, please pray, please be intentional about any small, even ceremony that you bring into your daily encounters, Pisces, because I think it's going to really serve you and allow you to really just like tune in more to that intuitive vibration that you as a Pisces naturally have within you. But more often than not, unfortunately, with every Pisces I've ever talked to, not every, but a lot of them, it's hard for you to access that intuition, that deep inner knowing. But the ironic thing is, you are so much that, like, you are that. No like to it. You are that deep intuition. So just be aware, Pisces, that the ethers are very thin, and your planet Neptune is there in your sign, making it real murky for people who aren't used to that energy especially. So maybe you'll have more ease with it since you are a Pisces. I just wanted to get that out of the way, you know, before we even get into the screen sharing. But let's look at the chart now, Pisces, and see what's happening for you specifically. So you can see here, this is the full moon, and the moon itself is at 10 degrees of Pisces. Neptune, as I said, is here, And, you know, Neptune has positive aspects, though. So the more you channel those higher vibes of compassion, of intuition, of divine ceremony space, and just meditation, and just dealing with the ephemeral, like, fairy angel magic world in a more intentional way, excuse me, the less it becomes a roadblock for you, Pisces. So pay attention to that, please, under this full moon, because I think it's going to help serve you a lot. The other thing I want to bring up is that in your 7th house, this is obviously your 1st house, right, Pisces? But if we go around to your 7th house where the sun is, and that's what makes it a full moon, because the sun is opposite the moon, it's illuminating the moon, so it's big and it's full, and it's glory, feminine divine glory. With that sun is Mercury. And check it out. You know how Neptune is in your own sign, and that's where the moon is? Mercury is also in its own sign, and that's with the sun in Virgo, because Mercury rules Virgo, right, in astrology, just as Neptune rules Pisces in modern astrology. So anyway, with that said, this is intense communication around partnerships for you. Messages are going to be coming to light for you, Pisces. Mark my words. Partnerships, if you didn't know how something was playing out, now you know. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? Like, you're going to know what's going on in your relationships right now under this lunation. And I don't think it's all bad by any means, because Mercury's in good dignity here, and it's with the sun, which is the god of, I mean, it's the god, it's spirit, it's absolute divine spiritual apex. Like, it is the force, you know, the force is God. It's the sun. It's Ra. You know, in Egyptian astrology, check it out. All life on earth could not exist if it weren't for at least 2 things. That's the sun and water. So the sun and water are life. And check it out, quick divergent, because you as a Pisces with your mystical vibes might appreciate it. The sun rules Leo and the moon rules Cancer. The divine mother, the divine father, the entire zodiac. Holy guacamole, my mind blown. Now moving on though, Mercury is in Virgo, and that's in your partnership house. So business partnerships are good. They're coming to light. Information is coming. Deals are coming. Contracts are coming. Mercury is the information bearer. He's the communication transformer or transferer. So he's like the post person, you know what I'm saying, or she. Mercury is like the divine messenger, in other words. So information is being had in relationships and partnerships. That's very good for you, Pisces. And it's in good dignity here, you know, as I was saying, with positive aspects to all these crazy butt planets, like, you know, Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter there, just to expand it, just for the fun of it, just to make the Pluto-Saturn conjunction a little more interesting in case we needed it. But Mercury's there in positive vibes. Like, you know what? I get what's going on in society. I think you as a Pisces are going to be able to kind of navigate a little bit more than you have been some of this insanity and absolute collapse and rebirth. And I think you as a Pisces are going to be able to access higher levels of understanding about why society has been going through what it has. I think somewhere deep within you, Pisces, under this full moon, you're becoming more aware of like what has been going on in the collective and its place, like why it needed to happen. Pisces is so benevolent more often than not. You can be two-faced, sure. You can be like, you're always changing things up, but never as a Pisces are you like bad intentioned. I mean, hardly ever. I would have to see what else is going on in the chart to see like a bad intentioned Pisces. You know what I'm saying? But like, point being, like, Pisces always has good intentions at the end of the day. They really do just want what's good, you know, and sometimes they can be manipulative because their ruler is Neptune. So you can be whoever you want to be, or whoever you need to be to get what you want, kind of like scorpionic manipulation flavor, but a little more like I'm an archetype that's just like changing into whatever you need. But anyway, I digress. Point being, I think I see the benevolence in you, Pisces, and I think if you're watching this, you're more of that calibration of Pisces. Let's be real. So anyway, with that said, I think you're getting more insight on like this innocent child in you that's been looking around like, why does this have to happen in the world? Like, why do people have to die? Why do people have to lose their home? Why do people have to go through pain and suffering? Why do people have to lose their jobs? Why do people have to suffer right now? This sucks, you know, and why do I have to feel it all, you know, as a Pisces? I think you're gaining clarity on that. I think if you do what I said and sit with your energy, I just got like a lot of heart chakra energy. Like, I really feel like that's divine confirmation that I'm right in that, saying that. The astrology is speaking for itself, but I'm speaking for it through telling you that, you know what I'm saying? And I think you're coming to a conclusion about like why these things have needed to happen. And this is your 11th house where all this shit energy of Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter has been amplified. That's your networks, and that's the people, and that's your friends, and that's people at large. And you as a Pisces are kind of connected to that as it is, because you are like the empath, you know, at the end of the day, you feel things, you know, as a Pisces, you're intuitive like that. I'm getting goosebumps for you, you know, but like, I think you're getting why now. Mercury is the knowledge bearer, and he's showing you, she's showing you why things needed to be that way and how you can use it to the better advantage. And I think all of us are kind of realizing that we have some power as individuals here, right? We have some power in terms of how this all plays out. And Mars is over here in Aries to remind us of that, which is your second house, which is what you possess, your money as well. Your money, if you're going after things as a Pisces right now, and you have to put in a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, a lot of consistent application, Mars square Saturn is alive and well, sugar pie, honey bun, under this full moon. So you're going to have to be putting in the diligence. The grind is present. I'm not trying to be like, it's all sunshine and rainbows. I'm literally trying to tell you the truth. And the truth is that if you haven't putting in the grind to build up that financial capital, to build up what you possess, to build up even your home, because second house is what you own. If you're a home owner, you know, I think that this is going to be a time where you are definitely asked to be consistently putting in that work without a shadow of a doubt. Mars square Saturn is triathlon energy. But guess what? Triathletes or whatever, they're badasses. Why? Not because they can just do the stuff. They can just, you know, climb mountains and run marathons and ish. No, they're badasses because they put in the grind over time, and they do accomplish at the end of the day the uncomplishable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go beyond. Anybody with a Mars square Saturn in your chart, if you're calibrated to that frequency of accomplishment and you don't become defeated by that energy, you can accomplish unaccomplishable things. So you as a Pisces are experiencing this transiting energy that's not in your personal chart necessarily, right? In your second house and your 11th house. So you're helping reconcile all this good energy that's coming from Mercury. This deeper insight is coming to you about society and why things have had to be the way they are. You know, with this Mercury sending all these trine energies out to this Shite conjunction that's really there for our own good if we understand spirit and if we believe that, you know. But you're being transformed and asked to transform that energy with your second house, with your finances, with what you're doing. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, Pisces, and you're putting in more focus on how you can use your money to build the social good through networks. And it's taking dedication, and it's taking resilience, and it's taking muscle. And for muscle to build, you know, this isn't a very intuitive thing for a Pisces all the time, but for muscle to, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not dissing you. You understand by now I have reverence and appreciation for you. But it's not always your strong suit, but I'm just explaining it to be there with you. I'm with you in this energy. I want to support you through that. But for muscle to build, you need to feel some pain, and you need to feel not necessarily pain, but you need to feel the resistance. If you don't feel like nothing, if you feel like nothing is happening, then guess what? Nothing is happening. But if you're putting in the effort, if you can feel the resistance while you're putting in those reps day in, day out to build what you're building, Pisces, involving your networks, and strategically so, because Pluto is there. Let us not forget, Jupiter's amplifying that. And Saturn is there like, I am a builder. I have bricks ready. What am I building? And they're all retrograde, so they're going within. If you've been doing deep reflection and contemplation work in that 11th house sphere of networks, how do you activate your networks as a Pisces in order to build your capital up as a business owner, in order to build your value up as anybody who's engaging with the principle of networks and funding, okay? Because Mars is the action planet, the accomplishment planet, the hustler planet, and it's in your second house. And this might cause some pain, some emotional, deep emotional wounds and pain for you, Pisces, because Chiron is still conjunct by sign, you know. And Lilith is there unleashing herself. She is the unleashed divine feminine. She don't give a fuck. Lilith is just like liberated. So you're finding your own IC. You're finding your own inner freedom with your independent sources of income, with how you're funding your home environment and its stability in the long term through strategically engaging networks, through engaging your networks, through participating in group events. Okay, those sorts of things are lit up for you right now. 11th house energy, you know what I'm saying? And even just the social structures as we know it, the interwebs, digital platforms, all of that. Digital, I should have said 20 times when I was saying networks. Keep that in mind. Digital platforms are very much so in depth here, involved. Okay, if you're doing that, Pisces, may the force be with you, and honey bun it is, because Mars is squaring Saturn. But if you use it, you'll gain it. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. And if you don't use it, you will lose it. I'm encouraging you to use it and tap into your passions right now, Pisces, from your second house all the way over to your fifth house. Venus, 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 Venus. You remember that Hercules cartoon as a kid? I do. It was like Aphrodite, Aphrodite, Aphrodite. That's what this is. Venus is with Cancer, in Cancer. That's the divine feminine on fleet. Cancer is like the woman, the mother, and Venus is the divine feminine goddess, and she is in the sign of the mother. Like, oh my goddess, you know what I'm saying? But she's squaring Mars. They're having a bit of a combat. They're like not totally agreeing. But what does it mean for you, Pisces? It's between your second house and your fifth house. So if you have children and they're giving you a headache right now, Pisces, but you are dedicated to building a solid infrastructure for them in some way, shape, or form, and you're willing to go within your own psyche and even reach out to friends or networks or even like psychologists or other support people there to go within and help your child really process what's going on, then you're in good alignment because, you know, Venus is squaring this Mars, but it's from your fifth house of children, and Venus is there in really good dignity in, you know, Cancer. And she's coming out of this, even though she's in opposition with this stuff that Mars is also squaring. This is what's called the T-square, by the way. You see how there's that big red triangle when I click off. So anyway, there's a lot of that, but how do you reconcile it? Reconcile it through this hustle energy. Know your willpower, move forward steadfast. The apex of the triangle is the referee in a T-square. Move forward, be steadfast in what you know you need to be steadfast in, Pisces. Be on whatever you need to be on with that general energy. It's not necessarily something that comes super easy to your soul, Pisces, but it is within you, and it's within the heavens, more importantly in your chart right now. So you're being asked to embody it. And if you are dedicating some consistent efforts, Saturn is always about consistent efforts over time. And it is in service to even a divine feminine being in your life, maybe a wife, maybe a mother, maybe your daughter, you know, going with that child thing, seeing as this is the fifth house. Or if it's a romantic partner, you could be having some really hot passionate sex right now because the fifth house is romance, and it's squaring Mars in the second. So home could be a place for deep passions to be coming through. Real divine feminine zhuzh with the Venus and the Cancer. That's just like sexy woman curve, like emotion, love, nourishing. And then like Mars over here, like, I'm the man, like masculine, like Aries, like I'm gonna go save the day, or I'm gonna go like give you the best sex, and it's gonna be just like really intense and passionate. Something is popping for you, Pisces, in the home and with children or passion projects and businesses. And there's a lot of challenge here, but the challenge is not a no, it's not a denial. It might be a denial for now. The challenge is asking you to put in the work over time, to put in the hustle over time, and look at all the force that's with you. Your own planet Neptune is with you. The force is with you. Look at Mercury is with the sun with you in your opposing house, your seventh house. The force is with you. And look what's being activated by this big, gorgeous, beautiful grand trine. Your third house of business, okay, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships, and your 11th house of networking. By a grand freaking trine. That's divine support. Activate it. Divine support is present. These are the codes of the universe. We're looking at a star map. We're literally looking at a star map. The gods of knowledge and wisdom and higher knowledge and truth, Uranus, Jupiter, and the sun, not to mention Mercury by sign affiliation, are all speaking in a grand frickin' trine under this full moon. Trust and believe. The force is with you, Pisces. I feel it to the core of my being. The chart is expressing it 110%. You need to believe in yourself. If you're a Pisces out there who's been struggling because of all this hard work, and that's just not really your calibration or your preferred calibration as a Pisces, ascendant, sun, or moon, then pay attention and understand that if you do put in that work that's being asked you right now, the force is with you. Spirit is with you. Angels are with you. I'm not exaggerating. Jupiter and Uranus are angels. They are with you in really good houses, you know, the third house and the 11th house. So have faith in yourself, Pisces, and persist. Keep calm and carry on. Listen to your energy. Be intentional, please, about managing. Virgo is management, and you might not like that in your partner sign all the time, but you need to pay attention under this full moon for your own benefit. Manage your Pisces energy. You know what I'm talking about, Pisces. You know what I'm talking about, Pisces. I know you do. Because you're Pisces. You can get a little lost in the clouds sometimes. You can get a little lost on some other dimensions that other people just don't even know about. I need you to manage your Pisces energy. You need you to manage your Pisces energy under this full moon. And by that, I mean, again, the meditation, the prayer, the intentional ritual, saying your intentions every day, working with the crystal for 10 minutes every day, something. You need to be like grounded in that centered energy. Bring the earth energy, the earth mama medicine of Virgo into your life. And I think you're going to reap some really successful results if you just remain true and steadfast on your path. Mars is with you in that second house. I know there's bringing up some pain with Chiron there, but it's also bringing up some freedom with Lilith there within your soul. I think a lot of Pisces out there are going to be experiencing more freedom. I see the chart as being very like unleashing, like Pisces are being released from chains in different ways. That's how I feel. That's how I interpret this chart. So I hope this reading has served you. If it has, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, because if you're not, what are you doing with your life? And my astrology course details are down below. With that said, my friend, till next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.